Good morning or good afternoon, everyone, depending on where you're joining us from, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Sam Moulton from Business Review, and I'll be your host today. It's our pleasure to have Catalent with us, who will be discussing accelerated development of Biosimilar Therapeutics. Today's guest speakers are Rob Gustines, Director of Business Development, Catalent Pharma Solutions, Luke Dieters, Senior Manager, and Chris Greco, Manager, Comparator and Ancillary Supplies. I would like to take this opportunity that the audience can submit your questions using the Q&A tool, which is at the right-hand side of your screen. You can do this at any point throughout the presentation. Please send your questions to all panelists so we can all have a look at them. We'll also be running 3 polls during today's session. The first of those in about 15 minutes. You'll see those pop up on the right-hand side of your screen, and you'll have 2 minutes to vote on each of the questions. Please remember to click submit after you've finished voting. Apart from that, we're good to start. So without further ado, please allow me to welcome Rob. Rob, if you click your screen, you should have control of the slides.
Great, thank you, Sam. Depending on where you are, good morning or good afternoon. I'm Rob Gustines with Catalent.
And that's true also, just to add in, on the analytical sourcing when you're doing your comparison studies, it's generally good to look at materials from as many sources as possible, EU, US, and sometimes there can be different cost structures where the material is sourced based on, differences in, trade between the countries.
Okay, great, thank you. So it turns out that was our last question of the Q&A session, just as we were running slightly short on time. If we didn't get to your question today, we do have your details, your email, so you will get a response in due course from Catalent, which just leaves me to thank all the attendees for submitting your questions, and thank you for voting in our polls earlier today. To thank you, Rob, Luke, and Chris, for what was a great presentation. You can see your details are displayed on the screen now for the attendees, and to thank Catalent for sponsoring this session. The presentation slides and a webinar recording will be available on request at www.business-review-webinars.com shortly. We look forward to sharing further webinars with you, so please do keep an eye on our website I just mentioned. Follow us on Twitter at BR Webinars for daily updates, and join our LinkedIn group, Business Review Webinars. So thank you all once again, and I hope you all have a nice day.